So let's understand the brain a little bit more. Yeah. You know that um, our brain, 10% of our brain is neurons, right? The thinking part of the brain. The neurons that fire, one neuron connects to the other, and it makes basically whatever actions that our body takes is basically dependent on 10% of the brain. And then the rest of the 90% of the brain is something called as the glial cells, which are like a supportive tissue for the brain. Yeah. Now they're responsible for making sure the nutrition reaches the neuron, and they also have an impact on affecting the neurons and our thinking and everything. Now, I like to give this example a lot. When we act or respond to any given situation in our life in a certain way, basically we have triggered a like a neural pathway, right? Your brain formed a path and basically traversed that path, and based on that path it took the action. Now the interesting thing is that once you have taken an action, once the signal has traversed through that one neural pathway, then that pathway becomes easier and easier to travel on for the next time that similar situation presents, right? So for example, you got angry with someone when somebody did something, right? So you're more likely to get angry the second time than you were at the first time. Does that make sense? And then the third time, there is even more chances of you getting angry. And that's how we fall into habit patterns. Yeah. Because our brain isn't neuroplastic enough. So neuroplasticity can help us overcome those patterns of the mind. So that's why the brain forms patterns, the mind forms patterns. That's why a lot of people say happiness is a habit. So you have to train your brain to be more happy, joyful, content, right? Because otherwise, what does it do? It reacts in the same way each time. So far, so good. Yeah. So what we can do is we can do some fun exercises. Your kids can also be a part of it if you want to, just for this 10-minute part of the session, if you want them to be. It's a lot of fun. They love it. And we'll just explore some, through some exercises, make our brain a little bit more neuroplastic. Does that sound good to you? Yeah. We'll do some simple stuff. Okay. Let's start with just eyeball rotation. So you don't move your head, sit up straight, and look up just with the eyeballs, and look to your right, look down, look to your left, look up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. Now make circles very slowly, and you'll notice, what will you notice? You notice that your eyeball gets stuck. It's hard, it's easier to rotate in certain parts, and it's easier to rotate in certain parts, and it's difficult to rotate on some other parts. So wherever it's getting stuck, you stay there for a little bit and then continue. Yeah. Notice if it's getting stuck somewhere. That's where the block is. So you need to stay there. Okay. Now blink your eyes. Blink, 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 blink. Really fast. Okay, now let's do the opposite direction. And you can have a smile on your face, yeah? Form the habit of smiling. Okay, opposite direction, counterclockwise. See if your eyeballs are getting stuck somewhere. And if they're getting stuck somewhere, hold it there. Wherever it's hard, just hold it there. And then move on. Do a few more rounds. And relax. Okay, blink your eyes. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is take Take a hands, make, what do you call, like join all your fingers and then just tap on your head, on your forehead. Wake it up, wake up. And then all across the head, behind the head. Yeah, Ishan is saying wake up to the brain. You can call it, you can say it, wake up, good morning. Okay, good morning, wake up, wake up, wake up. Feels nice, yeah, on the temples, it feels nice. All across the head. And relax. Okay, now smile. Smile. Kiss. Smile. Kiss. Smile. Kiss. Smile. Kiss. Smile. Kiss. Smile. Kiss. Faster. Continue. Okay, relax. All right. Now what we're gonna do is bring your hands in front again, join your fingers. Yeah, in front of you. Yeah. As if they are kissing now. Yeah. Now what you're gonna do is open one palm, tap, tap, make a kiss, tap, kiss, tap, kiss, tap. And see how easy or difficult it is. Don't miss the center kiss, yeah? Kiss, tap, kiss, tap, kiss, tap. Okay. Looks like this is easy for a lot of us, yeah? Okay. We're gonna make it interesting. Just by doing a simple exercise like this, you're basically increasing the neuroplasticity of the brain. Your brain is active. Okay, relax. Okay, now the interesting thing about the brain is the left brain controls the right hand. Did you know this? And then the right brain controls the left hand. So the right hemisphere, left hand, left hemisphere, right hand. Yeah. And we all know what are the functions of different hemispheres, right? What is the left brain responsible for? Logic, reasoning, intellect, thinking. What is the right brain responsible for? Intuition, emotion. Yeah, all the nicer things, I would say. Creativity is right brain. Now, up until the age of 8, there's no such thing as brain dominance. Like, like as we are developing, as we are learning, we are in that super learning mode. What is that super learning mode? Where both the hemispheres of the brain are kind of active and developing. Yeah. So that's why they say kids learn the fastest. Have you seen that? Like, if you teach kids 4 languages, they'll pick it up very easily. But as grown up adults, we have a hard time. Why? Because after the age of 8 or 10, we enter into a phase called brain dominance. What is brain dominance? That means either the left side of the brain is active or the right side of the brain is active at a given moment in time. Yeah, it keeps changing, but both are not active at the same time. Now when we engage both the hands or move both the sides of the body, then by nature we are engaging both the hemispheres of the brain, and it enters something like hemisync. It's called hemisync, and then we trigger that super learning mode on its own. Yeah. So now interestingly, move your right hand in a circle. Yeah. So which hemisphere of the brain is are you utilizing right now? The left side. Yeah. Are you all here? Yes, present moment. Okay. Now interestingly, when you take your right hand to this side, now the territory has shifted. Automatically, you are engaging your right brain as well. Does that make sense? Now you're kind of triggering both the hemispheres of the brain. Simple exercise like this. Go back. Left hemisphere. Territorial issues. Yeah. Other side. Right hemisphere also engaged. Isn't it interesting? Okay. Now let's do it with the left hand. Just make circles. Yeah. Now this, what side of the brain are you engaging right now with your left hand? Which hemisphere? Point. Okay, touch it. Yeah, good. The right hemisphere. We're gonna we're gonna cross the territory soon. Okay, go. All right. Now the left brain is also active. Look at that. Look at us utilizing our brain so much. Simple exercise. All right, other side. And the other side. Do you notice that you started smiling a little bit more? That's another sign that both the sides of your brain are working. When both the sides of your brain are working, by nature, you start feeling lighter, joyful, even in silly things or small things like this. Yeah. You feel like, ah, okay, I can relax, I can smile, it's silly. Yeah. Your brain starts triggering the joy hormone when it feels joyful. Okay, relax. So interestingly, so what does that mean? When you're feeling sad, when you're feeling anxious, all you can do is just like interlock your fingers and like just be like this, and that in itself will help. Yeah, because you've engaged both the sides of the brain. If you notice, after a heavy day of work, what do we tend to do when you're relaxing? You put your feet in front of you and you cross your legs. Have you done that? You put in feet in front of you, like, yeah, exactly like how Alex is doing right now. So that's what relaxing mode. Why is it relaxing? Because the left brain and the right brain have started becoming active when you've intercrossed your legs. Does that make sense? So far, so good. Now, what we're going to do is something interesting. What I want you to do is take out your left hand, left finger, and we are going to draw a triangle in the air. Interesting. Now, this is getting interesting. Triangle. Yeah. A love triangle. Okay. That's where we don't want to get into. Okay. So, triangle, make a triangle. Now, bring your right hand, pause, pause, pause. With the right finger, you are going to draw a rectangle. Pause the left hand. Yeah, just a rectangle. So far, so good. Yeah. Now we'll see if we can do both at the same time. Left hand triangle, right hand rectangle. Yeah, look at that. Brain doing some work. Very important. As we are doing this exercise, we're making our brain think more holistically. See, where do you stand? You can enjoy the look on everybody's face. Okay, relax. Now let's do the opposite side. Now the right hand is making the triangle, left hand is making a rectangle in the air. Okay, half of you are making circles right now. It's not a quadrangle. You might notice one side would be easier than the other. Yeah. Vikas is thinking I'm gonna make my ASU students do this. My class. Vikas is a professor at ASU. Oh. Okay. Relax. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is something really interesting. Are you ready? How many of you are ready? Yes? Okay. Good. What we are going to do is take your left hand, make a fist right above your heart. Yeah. So tap your heart. Bring some energy here. Slowly. Right hand on the other side, palms on the chest. You're going to do a circle. So tap with one hand, circle with the other. Don't tap with the right hand. Right hand is just doing the circles. If you want, you can close your eyes. And if you want, you can smile at the silliness. Look, we're becoming more sharper, more intelligent by the moment. This is what happens when you attend a Sky meetup. You go back smarter for the world. Okay, relax. So much work. Our brain did so much work. Wow. All right, we're gonna do the other side. Yeah. Right hand fist, tap, wake this part of the body. Hello, wake up. Good morning. Are you saying good morning? You can say good morning to this part of the body. All right, some of you are saying it. Now, circles with the other hand. Look at that, a gym for the brain. Only if there was a thing like this. That'd be so cool. I guess that's what art of living is. Yeah. Mind gymming. Okay. Done? Relax. You can have a smile on your face. Notice smiles are there automatically. Yeah, you're smiling more. That means it's working. Okay, now what we're gonna do is same thing up and down. So right hand on top, left hand on the chest. So left hand you're going to do circles. Start doing the circles. How do you feel after you've had a yummy meal? But that's on the stomach. Here you're gonna do it on the chest. It's like yum, all that oxygen in my lungs. Okay, and we're gonna tap our right hand. Now do both simultaneously. Wow, if only somebody took a screenshot of this class. You'll see 40 very, very happy 40 people on one Zoom. I've heard all the other Zooms are not as interesting as this one. Okay, tapping one, making the circle with the other. As you can see, I'm failing miserably at this. Okay. Relax. Okay, the other direction now. The other hand goes on top. This hand goes on the chest. Yummy oxygen. Okay, now tap the other hand. Look, brain becoming happy, you becoming happy. We should show this to our kids. What happens on a Sky meetup? Oh, tap. So you see this side with this hand is even more difficult than the other side. So this is what I need to work on. Oops. Okay, relax. I'm making too many mistakes. How does it feel? Good. Your brain's becoming more active. All right.
Because I noticed one thing is like whatever your other hand tries to do, the other hand also tries to do the same thing. So if you're making circles with the left,
Yeah.
right, all it happens the opposite way. The right is tapping, the left tries to tap as well. Eh,
Exactly.
and I've also noticed that if there is a support, supposingly you're making circles without touching yourself or without touching your head, it's more difficult than when you have support. What?
Awesome. Yeah. So you'll see that that's the thing. Now you have to isolate both those movements. When you practice at home, try to isolate those movements. Okay, we have more stuff to do. Bring your hands in front. Yeah. Your fist facing forward. Ready? Open your pinky and your thumb. Now the other hand. One pinky, one thumb. Sanket. Sanket opened almost 10 of his fingers while doing that. Okay. Now see if you can do it faster. Let's see who's the smartest kid in the class. I can dance my fingers very easily. This is very easy for me. Sorry, I made a mistake right as I said it. Okay. Okay. Relax. Shake your hands. Do you all feel more joyful? Right? Enjoying the silliness. It's fun. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, although this may seem funny, but this is what helps us increase neuroplasticity. Now, if you notice, all these movements were more body related, right? Our mind is like an ocean. Yeah. Our mind is like what? An ocean. At the surface of the ocean, what is there? The waves. How many of you have done snorkeling or deep sea diving? Anybody? Manisha is raising her hand. Vinay. Okay, cool. Dev and Bhargav. Okay, good. So do you notice that when the ocean on the top is very topsy turvy, like waves, right? And at the depth of the ocean is what? It's calm. However turbulent the surface of the ocean is, the depth of the ocean is not turbulent. Does that make sense to everyone? Isn't it? Our mind is like the ocean. The more the more at the surface you are, the more you are prone to ups and downs. If you're getting those emotional responses too often for everything, that means we haven't gone deeper into the surface yet. That means we need a little bit more training. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad about it. All I'm saying is just observe. The mind, when it's at the surface, ocean waves. It can have those ocean waves. The deeper you go, those waves settle down. There's some movement, but it settles down. If you go even more deeper, it starts getting more denser, more solid, more stable, more centered. You go even more deeper, is still, absolutely still. So it's very important to understand what happens in meditation. The word mantra, have you heard the word mantra? It's made of two words, manaha trayateti. Now notice how your brain is responding to it. New information, uncharted territory. You're already learning something new. A different neural pathway is being triggered in your brain right now as you learn this. Manaha trayateti. What does that mean in Sanskrit? A sound that helps you go beyond the mind. Mana is mind, tra is going beyond the mind. So a sound which helps us go beyond the mind. So it's almost like in the old meditation days, what they would do is they would use a mantra to meditate. Why? You're at the surface of the ocean. The mind, when you're starting to meditate, is going, why is this? Why is this? Why is this person like this? Why is he talking like this? Why is Jitesh not beginning the kriya? Yeah, all that nonsense. Yeah, at the surface of the ocean, it is nonsense. Let's call it what it is. The mind going right, surface of the ocean. And you go a step deeper, some movement is there, but it's not as turbulent. Go even more deeper, it's still. That's what mantra does. You take a mantra, your mind is stuck in a pattern because it's responding to that situation in a certain way, thought, emotions, and then you take the mantra, boom, you've broken it, broken the cycle, broken the pattern, you're deeper now. Yeah, and then a certain thought comes, you take the mantra, boom, you're even more deeper, you're still. So not only are you breaking the pattern with a mantra, you're making your brain more neuroplastic, but you are also doing another movement which is going deeper. Are you getting this? So it's not only a lateral movement, it's lateral and depth to it. Yeah. And as you go deeper, you go more stable, more still, more centered till you are absolutely still. That is what the Sahat Samadhi meditation does to us. Makes us more neuroplastic and makes us more centered. Does this make sense? Does it now you know how it works? How many of you have taken the Sahat Samadhi course? Some of you will know. Oh wow, some of you are raising your hands. You know this, right? You understand how this is working. For those of you who are not taken it, there's one coming up at the end of January with my favorite teacher. Her name is Poonam. Oh wow, Sankit, thank you. Sankit has posted the link on the chat. She's my favorite teacher. and there are only 10 spots on it. No more than 10 spots allowed, and few have already been taken. So you can click on it at the end of Kriya, make sure it works for you, and make it a resolve. This year we're gonna go deeper on our journey. Sounds good? Ready to begin your sky breathing? Again, eyes closed.